I know obviously kind of what I look like, but the only mirror that I have is really when I'm filming right now, and that's the best that I can see myself. And then when I'm editing and I notice, oh, look at that, I'm missing kind of half an eyebrow. Not really. I mean, there's an eyebrow there, but I like to darken my eyebrows. What the heck is going on here? It's like my hair gets caught in the uh, hinges of the eyeglasses, and I end up pulling out hair. So these red towels that are hanging drying right now was this morning I was throwing out trash and just taking care of some morning stuff, dumping out the pea canister into a bush, watering a bush, and setting it down. Yes, there is a pea canister in the van. For those of you that aren't in a van, you may not realize that's part of going number one in the middle of the night, having a pea canister. Um, so, throwing out my trash, watering the bush with the pea canister, and inevitably, I've done this more than a few times now. I'm like half awake and I set my tea down. This, I'll show you this. You guys have seen it. I set this down on the floor of the van. The only cup holder in the front of the van, but not a cup holder back here. So, yeah, hence spilling tea more than a couple of times. So I set this down and of course on the floor, and of course I'm like fixing things and moving things around, and it spills over, and like a good amount of tea, a third of it, spills onto my blanket, and this is the corner of the blanket, so it's not something that something that can be seen, but which is a good thing because I have this thing with just stains, water stains, tea stains, and I've spilled more than a couple of times on this blanket. It's on the very corner, but it's a pretty good size stain, spilling a third of it. So, hence, yeah, that started off the morning right. Just one of those times when just things start off just right. Right meaning not my right, right meaning the universe is right, God's right, not necessarily my right. So I had to pull out my travel towels. These fold up really nicely and they're very thin. I don't know what they're called. I don't know if they're. I don't think they're microfiber, are they? I don't know. I don't know what they're called. But anyway, yeah, it's one of those. I sprayed vinegar into it. Vinegar, I noticed, can be a really good. I mean, not just a very good cleaning agent, but a stain remover too. So yeah, spraying vinegar, really just soaking it up with both of these red towels. It's like this one thing I'm doing is just like getting up early, taking advantage of getting out when the sun is up, and thinking I'm going to drive to the beach, everything's going to just go smoothly. And then there's just like, boom, a hiccup. And it's a small one. But still, it's just one of those things that's time consuming. And then I got to go in and just like squeeze the heck out of the blanket and get the towels out. And, for you guys that are in the van or in your RVs or living in your cars or traveling, whatever, one little thing becomes so much bigger when you're in a smaller space. So there's just not that much space. So you're just moving things around. It's a constant Tetris game. And then when you spill something, it's an even bigger Tetris game because these towels are stuffed in my gym bag, my shower bag, and then I got to pull everything out to get to it. And it's just, anyway, that's how my morning has started so far. But now I'm at the beach. I'm at the beach. I'm not going to complain. I am at the beach. I'm at the beach. So let's see how the rest of this day goes. I don't do a ton of planning. I mean, there's things obviously I planned to get on this trip, but now that I'm here and I'm kind of in a stationary location and I'm figuring out that I may possibly be here longer than I expected. Where prior to this, I thought I would be moving every few days and traveling along the southeast and the Gulf Coast, but I've kind of like gotten into a groove here, which is kind of nice because of learning how to film and edit. And like I said, doing copywriting for titles, descriptions, hashtags, um, just learning more about YouTube and putting it all together, cross promoting, marketing, all these things. Now, it's a good thing I do have a marketing background. That's what that was a big part of my career um, for the last, I don't know, 26 years. And so I have a pretty big marketing background, so I'm familiar, and there's a lot of trial and error. There's a lot of testing. There's a lot of things involved in not just filming a YouTube video, but learning about the editing, the uploading, the shorts, the copywriting, the algorithms. It just goes on and on and on. So I have a lot of respect um, for YouTubers, filmers, editors, anyone that does any of the marketing side, cross promotion, social media. I have a lot of respect because there requires some sort of organizational skills, creativity, research, development, patience, because you have to test. And so don't think that YouTubers are just out there not doing anything. As far as like, I don't know, there's that you see somebody living on the road and they're filming themselves and uploading a video, and overnight their channel grows to 2.25 million subscribers, and now they're living the life and all this kind of stuff, and they're e-bagging or whatever it is that there's this out there. And it's just not true, guys. Until you have done it, until you have sat in the shoes and you have done it, you don't know it. You might understand the concept of it, but until you really know what goes into the production, you don't know it. Um, yeah. Anyway, I think I'm just kind of rambling on, watching the waves and rambling on. Yeah, just a lot of respect. I think it's easy for us as humans to make judgments about things we don't know. It's kind of naive, it's kind of ignorant. It's not kind of, it is. And yeah, I do my best to be compassionate, empathetic, understanding. I myself can be a hypocrite, judgmental, opinionated, and yeah, as I grow and mature and have a lot of life experiences. I mean, a lot. I've been through a lot in this life. Haven't we all? I mean, haven't we all been through a lot in this life? And, I questioned whether or not I wanted to do anything in social media anymore and be in the public eye because I have been in a small public eye within my previous work industries, and I was doing training. So I was on stage. I was doing a lot of video calls, a lot of video conference calls. Was on stage, spoke to 5,000 people, doing all kinds of training on offline and online marketing. And I got burned out. Got burned out. When you're in the public eye, there's the good parts and there's a lot of scrutiny. And yeah, can burn you out really fast. So, yep. I uh I think in the van there's a part of me that feels like I'm kind of hiding out from people. I put my sunglasses on and I think somehow I'm hiding from people when I'm out in the public. I don't know, it's just me. For me, there's a comfort around that. I think anybody that's been in the public eye in any degree after a certain point. I mean, it's a little fun at first, and it can be a lot of fun for those that are really extrovert and love that. But for an introvert, I really discovered I was introvert. I thought that that was going to be fun, and it did not become fun. So, uh, yeah, I don't know why I'm even here with you guys sometimes. Call it intuition. Being an introvert does not mean that I have to necessarily see you in a public area. You're seeing me through a screen, but I am only talking to the screen. And I have my extroverted moments. I mean, I meet people. I'm very nice to them. I can hold a very good conversation, find out a lot about them. I'm very interested socially about people's lives and uh, their past and what made them who they are, what makes them tick. You know, the social studies aspect. I'm interested in cultures and um, yeah, societies. I'm interested in all that. However, I don't think I would. I don't think I would want to have that much on me anymore. People think that they knew who I was, because of what they saw on camera or through the video chats. And why is it that I always get these like hiccups and burps when I'm talking to you guys? I think it's just intaking all that air. But yeah, they thought that they would know me, so it was easy for them to come and approach me. But it's kind of like, hold on. I used to be in a convention center, and to get from the ballroom of the convention room to the public restroom way down the hall, I would like literally put my phone up to my ear and act like I was talking to someone and walk as fast as I could to the restroom so that people wouldn't stop me, because it would take me literally sometimes half an hour to get down there because to the restroom, because somebody would want to stop me and have conversation, and then another person would want to stop me, and I'd have to like pee in my pants, and it'd be like, no, I had to like act like I was distracted and on the phone talking to someone, and yeah, no, I don't want those days anymore. I don't know what it's like to be on a celebrity, obviously on a grand scale, but there is absolutely no desire whatsoever in my life to have people recognize me everywhere I went and be stopped everywhere. I don't know how the Kardashians do it. I don't know how uh like, you know, the the queen and the king of England, the queen's gone now, but obviously they lived in their big white castle and they were in that space with a lot of security, but that's just that just seems like a miserable life, because obviously I want to be out. I'm free spirited. I want to be out and about, and I don't want people to recognize me. I want to be the one that is giving permission to have a conversation. I don't want to be rushed to have someone come up and say, "Hey, can I take a picture of you?" and do the selfie thing. I had a lot of that. Not fun. You think it's fun. It's not. It's not. Especially when you've got family and friends around you, you're in the middle of wanting to do something. You want your private time. Yeah, not fun. Anyway, I don't know why I was going on about this morning, guys. I guess the morning chat. That's what just it's coming out of my mouth, on my mind. So, thanks for being here. I'll see you on the next video. We'll see how the day goes today. I don't know. I did a lot of editing yesterday. So, there's 3 more days worth of videos coming out. Anyway, see you guys on the next video.